At Tower, we're on a mission to simplify insurance. So we're making our policies easier to read and understand. Complicated insurance language is out, simple is in. With New Zealand's first car, house and contents policies awarded the right mark, plain language standard. Tower. What the world does, we undo.
Just always had this kind of feeling in my stomach. If I want it enough, I'll get it. And, you know, like I always say to myself, like, there's no point in chasing your dreams when you can make them a reality.
This Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand event is proudly brought to you by Tower Insurance.
Session 3 at the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand National Championships about to get underway. The women's 59 kilogram class here in Auckland's North Shore. Let's head over and meet our athletes in this competition.
Good afternoon and welcome to the third and final session of day 1 of the 2019 Tower Insurance National Camp. Please welcome the girls in under 59 weeks. We have from Functional Strength and teammate Odette Smith. We've got Christina Jordan from Otago Weightlifting. And Bianca Lloyd-Jones from Upper Heart Weightlifting Club. Nicole Shumby from Strength HQ. Lee Martel from Otago Weightlifting. From Nation Ballet Club, and Jane Younger from Northern Weightlifting. Thank you, ladies. Please get out the back and get into your warm-up.
So 11 athletes in this weight category, all very well matched too by the look. All senior competitors, although Shelby Marie Wells qualifying in both junior and senior, as does Ella Reshef. So we're going to meet our officials for this one as well.
Your referees for today are Jeff Greenland, May, Cheryl Tan, with our Chief Marshal, Hayden Pritchard, Technical Controller, Gary Marshall. Thank you.
So many people here on double duty. Cheryl Tan already competing earlier today, now official duties on the referee chat as well. So while our athletes warm up, we will get ready to go in the 59 kilo women's class.
And also a reminder that following the conclusion of the 59 class, we will have our AGM at 7 p.m. We would love you all to hang around and continue.
We're gearing up for the 59 kilo women's class. We've seen some great action today already, and I'm joined right now by Ray, Everest Ray. What do we expect out of this class? Looking through, there's a real mixture of athletes, and some of them look very well matched.
Yeah, there's some experience in here. Certainly the likes of Stella Hampton, a junior world's competitor. Odette's actually just come away from San Diego Masters with a gold medal. So Yeah, it'll be good to see a hit out with quite a range of ages as well. Yeah.
Have you been impressed with what you've seen so far today?
Oh, absolutely. Remember, I've been involved now for quite some time, and every year the bar is raised, especially the females. It's great to see such strong female fields as seen again with another really strong field.
As someone who has been involved in the sport for such a long time, how pleasing is it to see this growth? I think this is the 80th anniversary, but the biggest ever, and such a cross-section of athletes.
Yeah, I think growth's always good, but what we're trying to see there is, what we are seeing is the depth that's coming through, because we continue to grow, but if we don't grow depth in our coaching ranks, and that's shown by 31 clubs now, and the quality of coaching that's coming through, which is reflected on the platform.
All right, well, let's get ready for the final session of the day. Women's 59 kilogram class coming up next. They're out the back warming up. Let's go and have a sneak peek.
So these are our athletes lining up in the women's 59 kilo class. 9 competitors ranging in age from Shelby Wells, 16 years of age, from the Manawatu, the Foxton area. Really building her career all the way through. This stage, Shelby Wells will be first up. It's a bit disconcerting when you see someone born in the year 2003.
Yeah, for sure. Shelby's went away to New Caledonia last year, and she's really come on in leaps and bounds. Shane Nation is building a really strong following down there, and again it reflects in not only their performances on the platform, but who they are as kids and people off the field as well. I know they just picked up, Shelby's part of Manawatu College, and they just picked up a big award at Manawatu Sports, as well as Shelby obviously being part of that, so exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting to see so many younger athletes coming through, young women coming through, going through this warm-up phase too, of course. So important. It's all very well timed, so they come out here presented to everyone, and then there's 10 minutes or so to get themselves ready and organised. And for some, competing at a national champs, I guess the pressure that comes with that, others in their first time, but it's all just about wanting to go out and perform regardless of the occasion, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess weightlifting's an interesting sport in that regard. Yes, it is competing against one another, but it's also a real individual sport in terms of competing against yourself, and obviously the jobs of the coach is really about monitoring the stress levels of their athlete and responding accordingly.
And it's cool to see the likes of David Leety here helping out other athletes from within his club. He, of course, will be competing on Sunday, the Commonwealth Games champion. He's got such a big year ahead, but seeing the likes of David Cam McTaggart and others, it's hugely important for the younger athletes.
Absolutely. David's a massive part
of it. Not that David's an old man
no,
by any stretch.
Yeah. David is a huge part of our sport, and obviously capably coached by Tina. But what he does offer, and you know, this is his third session in a row that he is involved in helping, and that sets a strong precedent for why Strength HQ have such a great culture within their gym.
Just under 4 minutes now for these women in the 59 kilogram class. As I said, there's 2 junior athletes in it, Ella Reshef and Shelby Wells, that they've also qualified in the senior competition. So mention them being really well matched. Another one to keep an eye out on this one, perhaps Stella Hampton too, looking to aim for some targets for junior world qualification.
Yeah, Stella's been an outstanding performer for quite some time, and certainly I've been lucky enough to work alongside her in some of the international comps and local comps. And yeah, look, yeah, there's always those goals in mind for sure, but it's always about trying to have a complete performance. And I know what Simon's about, not just about numbers, but about holistically what's going on with the athlete. And Stella's really progressed once joining Papatoetoe.
There's another little element to this too, which of course is the teams competition, which is a part of the weekend, and we've certainly heard some of the women from Functional Strength talking about regaining the title. I think that's really sticking with a few of them.
Yeah, well, if you don't know, Odette, who picked up a gold medal in San Diego Masters event, she spent a couple of weeks on holiday. I follow her on Facebook, and she was certainly indulging in a few cocktails with her kids and husband. Well, her kids, but her husband certainly. So, yeah, it's part of the team. It's part of the team. Functional will be looking to get it back. Otago, they've got a strong women's team as well.
Yeah, so there's 2 functional strength athletes in this weight category, a couple from Otago too. Yeah, that's certainly a little side note. Chatting to Pip Patterson earlier, it was basically one of the reasons that's why she wanted to come back and compete. So no pressure on Odette in particular, coming back from holiday.
Well, according to her Facebook, she was in some kind of shape, and then until I saw a burst blood vessel in her eye from training. So, look, again, those guys are about the team first, so the numbers that they take will be about the team, not trying to necessarily PR all the time. It's about the team comp.
So just under 2 minutes to go now till we see our first athlete. It will be Shelby Wells, who's got 47 kilos in front of her for her first attempt at the snatch.
Yeah, this will be interesting because if you have a look there, there's quite a... so she's gone up, so warm-up's going well. So you see there's already 4 on 50, and then there's a 53 there, so and a 55. So this is going to be very interesting to see what goes on. And because I know a lot of the coaches here, I know that a lot of these probably won't be their openers. It'll start to shift. That's going to be very interesting to see because we can't see it yet, but the table will be busy. Be very busy.
Yeah, of course. So Shelby Wells initially had 47 down to start with, but that's already changed. And we're down into under a minute to go, and that puts Odette Smith effectively on the clock at the moment. But we see every athlete gets 3 attempts at the snatch. You need to get a green or a good lift in the snatch to progress through to the clean and jerk. But yes, we see it, and there's all the coaches at the top of the picture starting to huddle around and get together.
Yeah, and it's you don't want to go too soon and go over and change something. You've got to bide your time. They're not actually saying it actively, but you are watching what other people are doing in the background. You are keeping an eye on what's going on, and as a coach, because you just want your athlete to lift the weight. As a coach, it's your job to just push on. So see, it looks like she's got 55 on.
Yeah, just changed, she Odette. Yeah. So that is now Bianca Lloyd-Jones, resets the clock, and they go down to a minute, her name called, but we'll just see a little bit, conservative early on, and they, I guess, tend to get a bit of a feel for how they're going in a warm-up and then making that call, but it looks as if Bianca Lloyd-Jones is going to go with that 50, and she will be out. First of all, the snatch. It's nice and relaxed on the face. I think there might be a bit more tension in there perhaps, though.
Absolutely.
Was able to hold it. So a nice start for Bianca Lloyd-Jones. Successful first attempt, good lift, 50 kilograms.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard being the first lifter of a big national competition. I believe this might be Bianca's first nationals. Her sister's also a very capable lifter as well. But yeah, it's hard. You know, your warm-ups. You know, you got to get them right and things like that. So she's done well.
Saying it's all well and good doing it out the back there, but to come out here and perform. Yeah, the only one is you, the bar and the platform. Sure, your coach is around you, and that's what I like to see, the coaches nice and close and giving those instructions, but you're on your own. once you hit that platform.
Again, yeah, as a coach, watching them walk out onto the platform, there's nothing you can do.
Oh, who'd be a coach in any sport?
Yeah, I know. But no, we love it. We love it. So, and we know, and the relationship with our athletes are really strong, and you just got to have great belief in them.
So it looks like it will be Nicole Shumi at 52 kilos, the 30-year-old of the Strength HQ athletes. Striding straight out to the platform, no messing around.
Yeah, solid. Nicole's really strong overhead. She's super strong overhead. Quite a capable CrossFitter as well, and yeah, she's really strong overhead. So you usually see if she gets it over, she's pretty good at locking that out.
Really nice, tidy start, very purposeful. Second last year, Nicole. So now it's Shelby Wells, one of the younger athletes, just a 16-year-old from Foxton, Manawatu College, as we were chatting about earlier. She's got 52 kilos in front of her. Impressive start for the youngster.
Yeah, and if you hear Shane, he's easy, his arms crossed, but it's great to see your athlete get their first lift in. Look, again, like I said, Shelby, I've watched her, she's just progressing massively. She's passionate. Her social media is very, very prevalent in terms of what she's doing, and those girls love a celebration. Yep.
I know, got to enjoy it as well and enjoy the highs. So the bar's loaded now with 53 kilograms on it. The clock has started, and Ella Reshef is not wasting any time getting out there. That's what we're seeing from these women, very purposeful, getting straight to business. Approval from the crowd, saw it straight away.
Ella powers that, so plenty of power. Ella's got plenty of power in there, and obviously on her home ground, this is she's a functional strength athlete, home advantage, I guess. Yeah, and coached by Richie and Richie Patterson, Richie Wong in the crew. Yeah, very powerful there. Yeah, strong opener.
She's going to be followed by a functional strength teammate. So this is Odette Smith at the more veteran end of the scale. Experience.
Yes.
53 kilos for Odette. Oh, gee, they're all making it look pretty easy at the moment.
Yep. There's Odette's trademark smile and wave. Yep. That's nice. Again, functional, focused on that team's comp. They want to get that first one in. It's important to them to get those lifts in and then just build a total from there. Yeah, so it starts to get interesting here now because there's similar numbers starting to come up. Yeah, it's really interesting here. Over 55, 54, the calls and what people are putting in, because obviously you're trying to get to a number first. That's how you gain a place. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of what goes on here. And actually, a lot of their third attempts might just mingle in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 7 lifts in there, 50s, mid 50s to late 50s. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on.
Must be the bit the coaches love out there. They go on.
And there's some tricks. And but of course your lifter's got to make the lift.
So Bianca Lloyd-Jones coming out for her second attempt. She was first out, successful at 50 kilos, now 54. Managed to get a composure there, fight it a bit and power through.
Yeah, I think that one was better. Yeah. Again, probably got past a bit of those nerves. Yeah, good from the floor. Really good from the floor. Yep. Coach is happy. Sister's happy, which is good.
Nicole once more, Shelby.
So you see a few changes at the back. The clock stopped for both. Firstly, Nicole Shumi, she moved up to 56. That forced Shelby Wells. She went to 55, and so it means Christina Jordan at this stage is going to have 55 kilos on the bar, Otago, weightlifting.
Yeah, I think, again, I don't know if we'll see Christina come out.
We wait for the, you've been over the other
There
side,
we
we
go.
wait for the cursor to hover.
Yeah. So 57's gone in for Christina, so that puts it back on Shelby.
And we've had a
And-
change of call, but we're on 55 kilos with Shelby Wells, and your clock has begun.
Yeah, so see Shane going in for a change there as well. So Shane's gone in and made a change. He's shifting Shelby up to 56. Call will be back on Ella. And again, we're trying to see if we can get over the top of other people's lifts. Just to put a bit of pressure back on the lifter that's coming.
And we're back with 55 kilos.
Well, the timekeeper has to keep well on top of keeping that clock stopped or going.
Absolutely.
Goes back to Bianca again.
Yep, so Chris Gibbs is going to go in and change that as well. He's not going to stick with a 1 kg lift.
Is there ever an occasion where someone just goes out and lays it down?
Yeah, like some people like to take control. But remember, the pressure of having to make a lift can play to your advantage as well.
Thank you, loaders. Nicole,
You'd think there's no pressure on these shoulders. Nice and relaxed as Nicole Shumi comes out again, this time at 56. So she was successful at 52 without any hint of a problem, and now up by 4 to 56 kilos.
She's so strong overhead. Once she puts it in that right spot, she's strong. She's really strong overhead. So again, that puts her, now that she's in the driving seat, you know, she's first to put that 56 away, and then puts her into a real strong position and puts a bit of pressure back on the lifters. Now people have jumped up, but now they're going to make the lift.
A big wide smile too. So Shelby Wells is our next lifter. Successful with her first attempt, 52, and now 56 kilograms. The youngster. Very
go.
measured
It's
and precise. Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
Competition on. It's competition on. Again, it puts pressure. But in saying that, there's no need, when a competition's this close, because we're about total, there's no need to be doing something silly. You know, you're trying to build total. You'll win through the clean and jerk here, but you got to. There's no use just having one snatch when you get 3.
Odette Smith again. 56 kilos for her. She looked like she had no problem whatsoever with her first at 53. And there's the big smile too.
Yep.
Again, getting the 3 white lights, the referees. Nice and relaxed.
Yeah, and you know what? For an athlete and a coach, actually, it's nice to see the flow of the comp like this. You know, people are making lifts and the competition's just flowing really, really well. But again, it's because it's tight. That's why we're not seeing people. You know, Christina's still to come out. There we go. So Christina's ready. Look at that. Judo's just competed. Now he's coaching.
So this is Christina Jordan. Also from Otago. Clock ticking down. Plenty of time. Oh, good first lift too from Christina Jordan as well.
Yeah,
They're knocking them
she
through.
fights back. She fights back with that one. Putting that out on her first lift, yeah, that's good. She's part of a husband-wife team here this weekend. Robert, her husband's in the 96s. He'll be competing on Sunday. Yeah. Maybe a bit of household competition as well.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And their kids.
The team's competition here, the individual competition, plus the internal household one.
Yes. So look at the coaching board now. Now it's really interesting because people are, yeah, they're vying for what's going on.
Kilos on the bar. This will be for Jade Younger's first attempt.
So we still had 3 athletes who haven't made their first attempts yet, and we're about to either see one of them, Jade Younger.
Jade's first attempt will be a master's record attempt, so let's get him behind her when she comes out. Stop the clock.
37-year-old, hold the phone because the clock's been stopped, and Jade's just asked for a little bit more, so instead it's going to be Ella Reshef.
On the bar for Ella. Ella, you have 1 minute.
So Ella powered the first one. It'll be interesting to see how this goes.
53 kilos was her first successful lift in
Big
this
jump,
match. Yeah,
5
58.
kg jump, a big jump. I like that. Oh, power! That's great. That's great. That's good lifting from Ella there. Yeah, this is getting tight.
Well, we've already had a couple of commentators curse today, so I'll do it. We've got green across the board. Nobody has missed a lift yet, which is incredibly impressive. We've still got Jade Younger, Stella Hampton and Lee Martell to come out. They haven't had their first lifts yet, but they've got all that green, all good lifts. Now Bianca Lloyd-Jones with her third and final attempt at the snatch, 58 kilos. And the miss had to happen. I've done it to many people before, so I'll happily have to take on another one. Sorry, Bianca.
Yeah. That's okay. You know, the hips rise quite quickly there, more so than what was going on. Just had to swing out. Whenever you see a lifter throw a bar over their head, usually the bar's got away from the body. We're trying to shut down that horizontal distance and just to allow the bar to get put in right in behind that head into that nice catch position.
So now this is Jade Younger, 37 years of age, and I just heard aiming for a master's record in weight category. This is the women's 59 kilo class, and she's got 59 kilos ahead.
Yeah, that puts a bit of pressure on the lifter there. And I see the coach over there is telling her she's got to pull up. You know, probably talking about finishing extension. You can see the body moved away from the lift. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, no trouble with getting the bar to the apex. Fortunately, if the body moves away, it's hard to put it back into that catch position. Stella looking pretty comfortable back here.
The middle of the picture there.
So, yeah, interesting. She looks really comfortable.
So Jade Younger's gone up an extra kilo, so that's put her to 60, which means Nicole now has to come out. Nicole Schumi, that is, has to come out with some encouraging words by the veteran coach in her corner. 59 kilograms for Nicole. I've got it, no problem.
Yeah, no problems at all. Again, like I said, once she puts it there, she holds. Yeah, that's an interesting call from Jade Younger's coach. I know it's a break, but yeah, that's risky.
Yeah, we did see earlier in the day, athlete miss it, and then they, instead of coming in, went up an extra kilo, and it was a bit psychological, but yeah, missing that first one put some pressure on. Meanwhile, Shelby Wells coming out at 59 has put together 2 really good lifts so far. Oh, done really well to get that together. Almost got away on it.
You got that, yeah.
Brilliant.
Wow. Awesome. Yeah, good save. Good save. Yeah, a little bit low in the contact position, probably more so off the top of the thigh there, as opposed to reaching that hip crease. But good fight. She did well to keep that locked out. That's awesome.
All of a sudden, the edge of that platform loomed towards her, and she regained that control, fought it, and got 3 white lights. So now, Odette Smith also looking to put 59 on the board. Couldn't quite get it that time, and knew pretty early on.
Yeah, and she walked away knowing what had gone on. It's Odette's a really experienced competitor. She's been competing for quite some time. And walks off the platform and said to Richie exactly what she needed to do.
So now we may see Stella Hampton for the first time. The 19-year-old based here in Auckland, but originally from Nelson.
Yeah, she's
gone up.
Yeah, so now we're in the position of looking at getting ahead, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what people take here. Obviously, the pressure's on Jade. She's had a big break, Jade, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that one goes.
So Christina Jordan, 57 for her opening attempt at the snatch was successful. Good lift, and now 60.
Ooh.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the sigh of relief too.
Yeah.
White lights is all you need.
I think that was almost dropped before the buzzer. There's some confusion there when someone hasn't pressed the buzzer. You'll hear the little beep, and I've seen it happen often. Yeah. Yep. So here we go. Yeah, this is Jade, and this is for a record attempt. Got to put this away. This one.
60 kilos, so missed at 59, and now attempting a master's record, still at 60. This time, yeah, she's got it, and that is a master's record. The 35 to 39 age group, well done to come back from a first miss.
Yep, that's and obviously the right call. You never know if it's the right call until they get out on the platform, but obviously the right call. Over bodyweight snatch now, which is good.
Now we're going to see Lee Martell for the first time. Another from Otago. 59 kilo women's class this is, and she's got 61 on the bar.
Yeah, again, just too much distance between hips and the bar, and there's the tendency to swing, using the hips to drive the bar forward and has to come back around the body. Yeah, so it gets away on the hips there, back onto the heels, unfortunately, and losing it overhead.
So still a few to come in this category. Lee Martell with her second attempt ahead of her. Stella Hampton yet to see her. Ella Reshef still got one. Christina Jordan and Jade Younger, who's just set that Masters record for her age group.
Yeah, so for Stella and Simon, obviously, they get to control the warm-up here a wee bit. They obviously had their own numbers in mind and see what goes on. They would have had to weigh in those first two misses from Lee and Jade into what goes on in their warm-up. Yeah, see, so it looks like Stella's got 55 on there. McCarty's in the way, and Stella looks pretty relaxed. Yeah, it's nice as an athlete and as a coach to just control what's going on out the back there. You can keep calm, and these guys are all fussing around the board, and Simon's just back there, just keeping good tempo, keeping an eye on what's going on.
Out here in the warm-up area, you can see there's each got their own little platform to look at. What sort of weight are they doing in the warm-up? and relative to what their total is.
That really depends on the philosophies of the coach.
And Lee Martell missed 61. Oh, this time she's got it though.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, much closer. Yeah, she knew what she had to do. Yeah, Cullen just telling her, yeah, that was the spot. That was the sweet spot. Yeah, look, it depends on the coach and the philosophies of the athlete, of the coach, and what they attempt to do. Yeah, in these lighter weight classes, you'll see a closer attempt to their openness. Yeah.
Locals supporting Ella Reshef. Her third and final attempt in the snatch has put together 2 good lifts so far now. 61 kilos for Ella. Lost that one though.
She knew she had that. Yeah, just again, bit of swing. Yeah. She knew she had that.
You'd say as a coach, it'd be always a good sign if your athlete walks off knowing exactly where it went wrong.
Look, I guess if there's any positive, throwing the bar over your head means it's not a strength issue. That's a technical issue, as opposed to if it just doesn't get high, it just doesn't get high enough. That's a different story. Yeah, so going back to it, some of these lifters, they'll probably snatch, within 1 or 2 kgs of their opener, and then because they're lighter lifters, if there's a big break, they'll potentially go in and take another lighter. Again, depending on the philosophies, they might take a lighter lift and just to try and keep warm, or a pull, or something like that. Depends again on what their coach's plan is.
Well, Stella Hampton just keeps nudging it up, so she's still yet to make her first attempt. On to 65 now, so that's puts it back to Christina Jordan, who comes out her third and final snatch, 63 kilograms. Really good consistent lifting from all of these women so far. Too much there though for Christina.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. That was probably more strength. That's just that's time to get back in and do some more pulls and squats. Yeah. So here we go. Jade goes there. I reckon Stella's probably may have taken her last lift, if not, yeah. Looks like she'd be about ready to go.
Looks like she's getting closer, isn't she? So Jade Younger, who's already set a Masters record in her age group. It's the 35 to 39 age group. And now looking to add to that with 63 kilos. And she does extend that record. Wow, from missing her first attempt at 59 to now 63, her second, or third rather, attempt at the snatch.
Yeah, it's good to extend those Masters records, isn't it? It's always a great product of the hard work. She did well. Yeah. Settled at the bottom. Yeah. Waited till she knew she had it. Used the leg strength to get into there. So this will put Lee into the lead in the snatch portion. Obviously, Stella hasn't come out, but again, puts a bit of pressure on.
64 kilograms is the target for Lee Martell.
Wow. She's getting better. She's getting better. Yeah, well, that was a really solid attempt. Yep. Coach Cullen and back there saying, why didn't you do that on your first one? But yeah. So here goes Stella.
So now we do get to see for the first time Stella Hampton, 19-year-old, the Papatoi Toi Club, coached by Simon Kent, standing by. So first attempt for Stella at 65 kilograms. Pretty classy.
Yeah, a little off
Like-
balance, probably pulled onto her heels a bit quick, but yeah, look, it's still easy. It's a small technicality that she'll adjust. So now obviously she's in the lead. Now she just tries to build on that total.
They're going to try and
It's a
build
pretty-
a total,
yeah.
to qualify for the Junior Worlds.
Yep.
So I'll have that in mind. At the moment, 66 is the next target. And I already see some of the others starting to think about the second phase of competition, the clean and jerk, so the earlier finishes in the snatch phase. We'll looking at their warm-up for the clean and jerk as well. Well, the timing is so critical.
Yeah, the timing is critical because you don't want to be undercooked or overcooked. Yeah, it is critical, and it is the stress of what a coach has to keep an eye on.
So Stella now raising that to 68 kilos. Making any signs of movement just yet.
Oh, there you go. The junior snatch record.
The clock has restarted. She has a minute 20 to go.
So the junior records or the junior category is up to and including 20-year-olds?
Yeah. So the year that you turn 20, you're still a junior.
So this is Stella Hampton aiming for a junior snatch record of 68 kilograms. It is also just her second attempt.
Yeah, so just what I spoke about earlier, I think, the heels, which is too much on the heels. The bar wants to rock. You have to recover your hips forward. That's why potentially there she's throwing it over the head. Again, that's not a shrink thing. She's powering the weight up easily.
Just slight adjustments.
Yeah, and at these heavy percentages, it comes down to technicality and how well you can apply that. Yeah. And that's what Look, I love Simon's approach to a lot of this. I'm similar to. I've modelled a lot of what Simon does, and he's not over talking. He knows and trusts that she knows what needs to be. Doesn't want to bog the athlete down and tell them 28 million commands. So, in fact, I saw him, use his hand, calm, yeah. And in fact, there, Claire's just having a yarn, and which is Stella's character, having a yarn, having a bit of a laugh, and just trying to keep it nice and calm.
Nice and calm. So 68 kilos, second attempt. So this is the women's 59 kilo class. So Stella Hampton weighed in at 58.3. So the 10 kilos over her body weight. Was successful at 65, missed at 68, and now a third and final attempt also at 68 for that New Zealand junior record. And this time, second attempt, gets 3 white lights. It's a new New Zealand junior record in the snatch. Stella Hampton successful at 68 kilograms.
Yeah, technically, obviously, much better because she got the lift. But what I liked about there, she kept the shoulders over longer, patient through that middle portion of the lift, and a good indication she just stood straight up. So she's hit the position, hit that beautiful sweet spot. And the great thing about our sport is when you've hit the lift.
She didn't give much away on her face, but they'll be very pleased with that start. A really good set of lifts from all of these women in the 59 kilogram class. This is the final session on day one of the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand National Champs. A short break while the athletes get ready for the second phase of competition, the clean and jerk, coming shortly.
At Tower, we're on a mission to simplify insurance. So we're making our policies easier to read and understand. Complicated insurance language is out, simple is in. With New Zealand's first car, house and contents policies awarded the right mark plain language standard. Tower. What the world does, we undo.
We are getting close to the clean and jerk portion, the final act of the day, and what has been a great opening day here at the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand National Championships, the women's 59 kilogram competition. And in the effectively break between innings, I guess, the athletes warming up again for the clean and jerk after we've seen a great snatch competition rate. Really impressive consistency from a lot of these women.
Yeah, that puts a lot of pressure on the coaches and lifters to make sure they're making lifts. But also the positive is that it allows the flow of the competition. In fact, there wasn't too many 2-minute clocks there. So that's always a positive thing when it comes to the athletes' involvement and keeping their emotions and their stress intact and calm. So it was nice to see. It was really nice to see.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, what can happen if you get a few athletes, 2 or 3 lifters missing in a row, and what tension that creates out the back for everybody else.
Yeah, remember the athlete's ability to cope with what's going on and not to overthink, especially as they start getting to their second and third lift, or even forbid they've missed their first and they're waiting for their second and they're sitting in their own thoughts. It's not a nice position to be in. So again, that sort of situation where you're just seeing and looking, there are a couple that missed their first, but really it's their third lifts. Potentially those lifts are around PBs or something they hadn't hit for a while, so it's to be expected. But no, it's just trying to keep your athlete nice and calm.
So we're down to less than a minute to go already. Warm-up period must feel like it flies by. So first up was going to be Ella Reshef. She had 65 on the board, but that's now changed, so it goes down to Odette Smith. She too sitting there at 65 at the moment.
Yeah, and again, what they're trying to do is build total. That's what functional will do. Their first lift will come out and build total. Not worried about coming out at PBs or anything like that. They are just trying to build that total, get those team points, and then from there they can have a dig at something bigger.
Yeah, the functional strength crew on their home turf have really got their eye on the team total, and so it'll be Odette Smith who'll get sent out first to start this clean and jerk. So you get 1 minute from when your name is called. There'll be a 30-second warning. I think Odette is just going to rock straight into this at 65 kilos, first attempt at the clean and jerk.
Yeah, that's routine. That's routine for Odette. Again, that total's there. Shows the quality of your leg strength. Hasn't really left after a 2-week tiki tour.
Been on a bit of a break, but looking pretty good here. Completed 2 good lifts in the snatch. Missed at 59 there, but started the clean and jerk strongly at 65. Because looking for once those feet to get nice and still and in line.
Yeah, so it's quite nice there with functional as well, because they can control even their warm-up because they're together. So they can also control that portion of that, which is really nice for them as teammates. It's the equivalent of Formula One drivers as racing teams working together to, or maybe like what Scotty McLaughlin's.
I was going to say those lot don't tend to get on all that well from what I observe. But
well, Fabian Coulthard certainly did something.
Yeah, the supercars drivers definitely not the Formula One lot. I don't think so. So. Yeah. But it is another functional strength athlete, and this is Ella Reshef, so she's following her teammate out. Get on much better, I think, than the Formula One drivers. 66 kilos here for Ella.
Yeah, she's quick. I don't think she'll get that. I think so. Yeah, so unfortunately pressed out, so didn't reach extension. Richie's there. Yeah, I agree. Richie's talking to her about just maintaining a bit of balance through the dip. Yeah, so that's what he's talking about. He's saying that she lost connection, so she dipped too fast, which means the bar dumps down on the body. Yeah, And unfortunately, when you lose connection, it's hard to get the arm drive coming through. And yeah, that's a quick correction. I'd be saying to her, just stay nice and balanced. Nice smooth dip.
So you want that continuous motion to get the arms effectively locked.
Absolutely.
No little bend.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you
imperceptible
can't
movement, yeah.
let your arms press out. It's got to go to full extension, or locked out, as they call it, and it can't show any sort of movement through the elbow.
She's relatively relaxed about it, does Ella.
Again, this will be a weight, because they're looking for a total, this will be a weight that she's done plenty of times. It's just that the nerves, again, going back out. Yeah, look, she's ready. She's not breathing heavy. Rich just giving her the pointers, just reminding her, stay connected. Yeah, she's confident there.
Rashef strides back out to the platform, missed it this weight just moments ago, 66 kilos again. Whoa, from the judges, we wait again.
Yeah,
that's another no lift.
So that was what I spoke about earlier. That's that buzzer. Judge hasn't pressed their button because they're probably waiting for something. So it could either be that the judge is waiting for feet to get in line or hips to open. Let's have a look here.
Ella needs to get this lift to get a total in today's competition.
Yeah. I don't know what they're waiting for there. It's hard to see from the front. Potentially a side referee, because it was two, so one of the side referees, which probably means that they didn't see the hips fully open. That's a real technical part of the sport. But the referees, I guess in short, they've seen something that they don't agree with, and so they've questioned it. So
You can see the look from Ella as well. Waiting, wondering.
So Richie's just clearing up something there, but I think, again, the challenge is when you hear that little beep, you drop the bar, which is just a reaction. You hear a sound. Yeah, this is not the pressure you really want as a lifter. Yeah.
It's all on Ella Rashef's shoulders here. So she's had 2 misses now at 66 kilograms. Needs to get this to get a total. Really gritty.
Yeah. Puts that through the roof. Yeah. No issues there.
Yeah, exactly. This big sigh of relief. Really gutsy though.
Yeah.
Come out. Very frustrating. Get through 66. So a 124 total for Ella Rashef. She is one of the athletes in the junior and senior competition here.
Yeah, look, that was, again, it's not a strength issue there. That second attempt is a bit of a coach killer. That's not what you're after. But she did really well to come back out there and put that away, which is fantastic. Yeah, Odette's had a bit of a sit down. So there you go. That's what we're talking about. So Odette's had to sit through a teammate going through a couple of minutes. So that's 4 or 5 minutes Odette sitting. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's gone back to probably do something a bit lighter and get warm.
Yeah, so it's going to send out Bianca Lloyd-Jones at 70 kilograms. She was our first competitor to start this competition in the snatch, and now away in the clean and jerk. Fought it. And got a good lift.
Yeah, good lift. Yeah, strong clean. Like I said, her sister's also competitive. They've both got real strong legs. Really strong legs.
There's no time limit for getting from your clean to your jerk.
No.
As long as you got your composure and when you're ready.
I don't know if your lungs appreciate it, but no, there is no time limit. Yeah, again, coach's philosophy. Some people don't muck around in that portion of the lift. You do have to come to a standstill, so you have to come to a standstill so that your hips and knees are locked out, so you can't stand up, be half locked out, and then go. That's a no lift.
Jade Younger, who set earlier on a new Masters record in her age category in the snatch, 63 kilos. Her first attempt clean and jerk here is 70. Nicely done. Gets three white lights.
Strong power clean there. So for those at home that are watching it untrue, so a power clean is when it's caught above their catching position in the bottom position. But that was an easy power clean. That's something she's probably done pretty easily. Strong enough to hold, even though the jerk was a little bit forward. Very strong to be able to hold in position and just stabilise and get it, put it away.
Odette Smith now. 70 kilograms, successful her first 65. This competition really racing through towards the end of day one here at Auckland's North Shore. Oh, it must be alright if you've got time for a bit of a laugh halfway through.
Yeah, again, unfortunately, not reaching lockout. Yeah, so, and she knew, that's why she laughed, that she knew what was going on. Yeah.
And can still find it enjoyable. I guess in that position, I was also thinking, you've got to get out of here as well, safely.
Yes, certainly. Yeah, she knew. Yeah, she knew. Odette's actually a very experienced TO as well. So, yeah, the smile couldn't get her through that one.
Yeah, she knows what they're looking for. And we've talked a little bit too about the equipment that some of the athletes use. Some choose to wear the belt, which locks in that core, others not necessarily, but also the knee.
Yeah. Look, some people wear them. Gives a bit of extra support and maybe mentally helps an athlete as well. Not a necessity for our sport, but certainly people choose to wear them for sure.
We'll see as the athletes come out too. Their shoes are specialised shoes. They almost look a little bit like cycling shoes that you clip in, but they've got a raised heel in them. Gives a bit more stability.
Yeah, it just allows for a greater position in the bottom. Yeah, allows for greater ankle flexion. So when the bar's caught, you can keep it over your hips.
So Odette Smith again. Got a no lift for her last attempt, her previous attempt rather, that was 70 kilos. This is her third and final attempt in the clean and jerk, also at 70.
Yeah. There we go. She knew.
Yeah, this time the smile. She's just waiting for there we go.
Yeah.
The three white lights to come from the referees. The judges made her wait for them and worth it in the end.
Yeah, look, the execution here where she allows the bar over to hit and see the back legs, just because the bar's in the right spot, she can lunge down a wee bit and just, it's like catching an egg, you want to absorb the weight. It's exactly the same principle there. If your back leg's too tight, it'll just go forward. So that's great execution there under pressure. So well done.
It was almost like that back leg, because I'm just equating that to catching an egg, where you generally would want soft hands. Yep. So in that situation, you'd want it,
It's the same concept. Yeah. So if you, like I said, if your hands stay up, it'll just smash over your hands. You're just trying to absorb all the weight.
Christina Jordan now, her first appearance on the platform in the clean and jerk section of the competition, and we've gone up to 72 kilograms. It wasn't comfortable at all for Christina.
Yeah, a bit of timing there in the dip and dry there. She lost a bit of timing. just doesn't allow, if you don't get the leg drive for the bar to move, and unfortunately she just couldn't reach extension, couldn't get the front foot out far enough.
Such a fast, explosive movement.
Yeah, it is. It's a bizarre movement, but when done well, it looks amazing.
Shelby Wells, this impressive 16-year-old from Foxton, number 2. 72 kilograms, first attempt at clean and jerk. Murmur around the crowd, a murmur of approval it was.
Yeah, look, strong clean. Again, just talking about that concept there, maybe a little bit tight in the back leg, but again, because she puts the bar back over her hips, she see how she steps forward. That's where she's not able to absorb the weight, but she's strong over there, puts it in the right spot, no issue.
Christina Jordan, low lift at 72 kilograms, first time out, so this is her second attempt there. Oh, much better that time.
Yeah.
A little applause from the coach in the corner, and Christine will be pleased with that response.
Yeah, just a better leg drive, just a bit more emphasis through the drive of the jerk there. Allows that front foot to get out. Yeah, look, and that was a great execution. She's coming away from that. She's coming back and fixed it up. The Otago athletes all got very strong jerks. Kellen's got a great jerk himself.
Really building a good club, good athletes down in Otago. So it looks like it is going to be Nicole Schumi next, 74 kilograms. She had 3 successful attempts in the snatch at 52, 56 and 59, and now first up in the clean and jerk, 74.
She's got a great jerk, again, really strong overhead.
Feet got moving and then got brought back under control. You have to have good awareness too.
Yeah. It's not the place to be practicing your tap dancing. But again, catches it in a power position. So you're a really powerful athlete. And again, just the lockout over here with Cole was just exceptional.
Lee, you have 1 minute.
Lee Martell's name has been called. She's got a minute. Is ready to get straight out there. Missed her first attempt in the snatch, but fought back really well with 2 excellent efforts to finish with 64, and now 74. Oh yeah, and betrays nothing on her face either.
Yep.
Made that look easy.
Yep, not mucking around there. And now she's in the competition, Now they can start to build that total. The pressure goes on into making lifts. It's really good to see.
So all bar one of the competitors in this category have had their first attempt at a clean and jerk. It's still Stella Hampton standing by. And we're not got any sign of seeing her just yet.
We now have a change of ball on to Shelby.
Now we see the clock, the scoreboard change, and it is on Stella Hampton at the moment. See what the approach is.
So just looking at what's going, we know Stella's, because she's too relaxed.
Stella ain't coming anywhere.
No. You wait, you don't need to quickly rush and change things. You can, as a coach, you're just trying to keep, again, they're controlling the warm-up and what's going on.
Stella Hampton's gone up to 80 kilograms, so she's still a wee way off coming out for her first attempt at the clean and jerk. Instead, it's Jade Younger at 75. just held it for a bit longer, make everyone know.
Yeah.
Got it there.
Yeah, but again, that beep, but she, you know, she's obviously been told hold until you see the white light. Yeah, again, a bit forward in the jerk, but she's just strong enough to just, strong enough to just hold in that place. She gets the head through, which just allows the movement to be finished. Probably speed that up and be a lot more comfortable in that position, but she's obviously really strong overhead.
Christina Jordan currently sitting in 4th spot overall. Of course, Stella Hampton yet to come into the clean and jerk competition. Missed her first attempt, Christina Jordan, and then fought back well. Now 3 kilos heavier, 75.
Yeah, see her walking off saying, damn it. Oh, man, I needed more. Yeah, look at her. Yeah, again, that's the beauty of hindsight, the perfect science. But it's just, again, it's that execution out on the platform. Well done. She's done really well there.
Executed really well. Nailed it at 75. So it moves Christina Jordan up into 3rd. Won't stay there, but can be really happy with those final 2 efforts in the clean and jerk. So now Bianca Lloyd-Jones again. She's gone a big jump from 70 kilos at her first attempt, which was successful. A good lift, and now 76.
Strong legs.
Coaches in the corner just giving each other a bit of a thumbs up, but it's all no lift.
Yeah. So again, just soft through the elbows. Yeah, it's interesting. The rest probably should be blowing that up a bit quicker.
Yeah, they thought they might have got away with one there.
Yeah, look, if they see the movement, they should. Yeah, that's clearly a press. You know, they should be blowing that up earlier. Just get it done. You know. Yeah, she can come back and fix that up though.
So Shelby Wells now up to 76 kilograms. Hasn't missed a lift so far today.
Great clean, great clean. Yeah, I just love the intent. So the front foot, you hear that nice slap on the floor. Just great intent with the front foot. Just, I really like seeing that, especially the confidence that pushing that jerk there. And the, what's a pressure lift in this competition actually?
She's still yet to miss. I thought I'd absolutely
put
one on her there.
I'm not going to be responsible for that. Sorry.
So Shelby Wells is successful with 76 kilos, and now we're really getting down to the nitty gritty of it. Just a handful of lifts left in this competition, and it's really tight, as we thought it would be in this category. Very well matched athletes. Stella Hampton clearly out the front at the moment.
Well, not yet. She's got to.
Well, she's still got to come out. Yeah, she's got to get one in.
Yeah. But you look, there's 2 on 138 here. Lee's got to put this away to push ahead of Jade, and obviously, Lee. Oh no, sorry. Lee got there first. She got to 138 before that, so that's why she's ahead.
Yeah, Lee currently leading. This is Lee Martell now. So 77 kilograms. Had control of that too. She's performing well in this clean and jerk portion, Lee Martell.
Yeah, just a great understanding of the movement. That's coached well. Just understands the timing of this movement,
She missed her very first attempt at the snatch, didn't she? And since then has not really missed a beat.
No, just going back there, just nice, rigid, really strong back. And you hear Kellen calling out posture. He's asking the athlete to keep the chest high, nice and straight, so that when you drive the bar back behind the head, chest gets through.
This is Nicole Schumi again. 4 kilo jump for her at the second attempt at the clean and jerk, 78 kilograms now. There's that strength you're talking about.
Yeah.
Overhead again.
Yeah, plenty of power. I'm unsure why she's still powering. Maybe she's had an injury and couldn't squat, or a lot of athletes prefer to power. But yeah, looks again exceptionally strong overhead.
So at the moment, that jumps Nicole up to 3rd place overall. And looking through these totals and down to the last few lifts for each of these athletes. Jade Younger at the stage will be next out, 78 kilograms, sitting in 2nd place. Now the cursor moves around. We see the poker playing, the cat and mouse part of the sport.
Yeah, so this is where it gets. Yeah, Bianca's not featuring here, but in saying that, you know, there's this 137 and 138. Nicole's still got a lift, and she's got 80, in which she's going to go up because that'll only take it. Well, that 2 kgs will take her to 139.
Bianca Lloyd-Jones, her final lift in the competition. It's at 76, now at 78. That's another great fight back.
So she corrects that. You know, that's what I mean. She went away, corrected that. Just a bit more pressure. Keep pushing it at the top, and walks away with, and puts herself. So if we look there, yeah. So yeah, 132. Yeah, she's done well there.
And the call is on Jade with 79 kilos. You have 1 minute.
Jade Younger.
This is quite a crucial lift in terms of the placings. So this will give 4 kgs more if she puts in. It'll put her to a 142, which will put her into 1st place.
So this is a 79 kilogram attempt for Jade Younger.
Yes, sir, and she's quite strong overhead.
Too much. Yeah, it was such an effort to get to that point.
Yep. Yeah, that would have been a real clutch lift if she'd put that overhead. That would have put her into 1st place and put the pressure back on Lee Martel to make the lift. But the real battle here, so yes, Stella comes out, we'll see what she does. But Nicole and Lee are in a battle now, because what they're going to try to figure out here is they're going to try to force one another out to see who, and then whoever comes out, they make the lift, and then does the pressure go on.
In fact, Stella's gone up again to 83, Southampton. So this is where we're sitting now. Shelby Wells with 80, or on 80.
And this is a youth clean and jerk record attempt. So let's get them behind us.
Just heard over the PA there. Clean and jerk record attempt in the youth category for Shelby Wells. Aiming for 80 kilograms here. Load has also almost asked her to do a bit more. They've got back into position. So
we now have 80 kilos loaded on the bar for Shelby's 3rd and final attempt.
So just have to reset here for Shelby. She was ready to go and now heading back out as she tries this youth clean and jerk attempt record.
Great timing. Yeah. So, puts the bar forward. Look, she can clean. Well, she just understands that clean. You know, there's no mucking around at the bottom. You know, I know Shelby's been working hard on her leg strength, but that is a very good indication of how strong she's getting. But it's not just that. It's having the timing, understanding that you're not going to overpull, drive into the bottom, just stand straight up. It's a good example. And look, she's got a year or so left to be able to put that record over.
Very young athlete, yeah, is learning the techniques. So Lee Martell currently sitting in first spot in this 59 kilo women's class. She's looked really good in this clean and jerk, 80 kilograms.
Yeah.
Continuing on, classy stuff.
Yeah, that gives her quite a buffer. It's a 7 kg buffer, and honestly, that means that Nicole will need to have to take 85, 86. She'll have So she's not opting. She's just going to leave it. She's sitting in third right now. Yeah. So maybe this is a PB. Yeah.
Well, Nicole hasn't missed today as well. Good lifts on every occasion. Now 80 kilos for her final attempt. A big wide smile and absolutely thrilled. Little pump of the fists. Successful at 80 for a 139 kg total for Nicole Toomey.
Yeah, yep. And that puts her into second. And if Stella comes out, puts this away, then, Nicole then drops back into third. So, that's the beauty of having a Commonwealth Games coach behind you and accounting.
Oh, Stella had a
Always
minute.
aware.
She's ready to go. So 83 kilos. This is her first attempt.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable. So she's looking for 86. She's looking for 154, which is a qualification for Junior Worlds. So even though her opening thing was 75 and they shifted away, there was no way. Number one, 75 is too far away from 86. So it gives. And as a coach, possibly you could have been looking at that. You could have been thinking, if you're opposing Stella, you could have been thinking, oh well, I know she's after an A grade. I want to can we maybe interrupt that? Because we are trying to compete as well. Yeah.
Really impressive stuff from Stella Hampton. Yep. So that's putting out a 151, 154 is the target for that Junior World Championship qualification for next year.
She's wrapped up the title as the 59 kg weight class champion for 2019 this year with her opening clean and jerk. So that's,
that's one job done.
Yes, yep. That's another title for Papatoetoe weightlifting.
So Stella Hampton is the only athlete left in this competition, in this 59 kilo class. You wouldn't want a hair tie breakage here. Very tricky situation, but
yes, yeah.
Got a bit of time just to get through this, get herself ready and organised.
Yeah, heaps of time in relation to for our sport. So she's nice and comfortable.
Yeah, we say, well, it seems like a minute or a minute and a half is not that long, but in fact, if you get a good understanding of what that time is and how much you need, it can be plenty. Well, it is plenty.
Well, what's the execution of a lift? The time? It's milliseconds. It's so in the scheme of things, it's not really that much time.
She's got the title wrapped up now, really wanting to press it home.
Easy clean.
Push through it.
Yeah.
Took a bit out of you, that one.
Jerk.
But got it, and that's what counts. 86 kilos successfully lifted, 154 the total.
Yep, so that qualifies her for Junior Worlds. Junior Worlds currently is looking like it's been held in Egypt, but yeah, there's been some scandal in Egypt. So
No.
Yeah. Funny that, yeah, but we don't know. But look, it's great for her to get that under her belt. It means for her the training can relax in terms of timing. You know, she's not having to go to another major event to qualify. Probably means she doesn't have to cut for anything, which is great. Yeah, it's nice for an athlete to put it away here this early, knowing, and you can have a good build into that competition.
Oh, she's loaded up to 88 kilos here. This has been a super impressive display from Stella Hampton, 19-year-old from the Papatoetoe Club. She's got the national title wrapped up, 154 total, secures her qualification for the Junior World Championships next year. And now one final lift to finish it off at 88.
It's been a great session. Ricky, like looking at all that green, it's just fantastic. And the flow's been here. It's just been quick. Like, yeah, an hour and a half. That's with a 10-minute break in there. So that's a quick competition.
We like the green. Anything in the green is good. Oh, it's been a wonderful day here, the first day at the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand National Championships. And she's going to keep going. And the loaders, just when they thought their day might have been done, this lot, going up to 90 kilograms now in the clean and jerk for Stella Hampton.
So just a bit of story back behind that. So the green plates are considered a big plate change. It just slows down the process again. It gives the athlete more time. Even though they have a 2-minute clock or 1-minute clock or whatever, it slows that process down. It just allows the athlete to recover, especially in the clean and jerk. You need a bit more recovery.
Oh, great to hear the support here at Functional Strength for Stella Hampton. Last lift of the day.
Oh, she fought through that.
Couldn't quite finish it off, but it's been a wonderful performance from Stella Hampton. What a great young talent she is. Record set qualification for Junior World Championship as well, and you can see all the relief, the pressure comes off nice and relaxed now, and taking that national title, Stella Hampton in the 59 kilo women's division.
Yeah, look, Stella's outstanding, but look at those totals. It's amazing how close we are there. That's fantastic. And again, you know, we spoke about this at the start. What we're seeing is a depth. The depth's coming through in our coaching ranks. People are putting up competitive totals and challenging one another. That's what we want to see in sport. We want to see the depth happening. Because you don't want someone always to turn up and just dominate. It's not. There are some outliers and freaks. David Little's probably one of them. But in a competition like that where it's so close and it comes down to missed lifts and things like that, that's fantastic. That's a great sign for our sport.
Oh, it ends what has been a wonderful day here at the Tower Insurance Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand. This is what we've got to come on day 2, and you will not want to miss it because some of the real stars, some of our Olympic hopefuls will be in action tomorrow. Kana Andrews-Nahu, Megan Signal and Cam McTaggart all in action. A big day starting at 8 o'clock in the morning here at Functional Strength HQ. We'll be going throughout the day, of course, in the various sessions, so you want to stay following, keeping up with the live streams on Facebook and YouTube as we continue all the action here in the Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand National Champs.
At Tower, we're on a mission to simplify insurance. So we're making our policies easier to read and understand. Complicated insurance language is out, simple is in. with New Zealand's first car, house and contents policies awarded the right mark plain language standard. Tower. What the world does, we undo.
My main goal at the end of the day is to make it to the Olympics. But I try to focus on one event at a time. There's people who want it just as badly as me. I want to focus.
This Olympic Weightlifting New Zealand event is proudly brought to you by Tower Insurance.